Does your meal have enough protein in it? Let me give you my breakdown on how I assess a meal if it's high protein or not. So my general rule of thumb is to look at the total calories compared to the total grams of protein per the meal or per the serving. So let's use this one for example. This has 230 calories and it has 20 grams of protein. So what I do is the 10% rule. What's 10% of 230 calories? That would be 23. There are 20 grams of protein. So that's pretty close, and I would say that meets my rule, that 10% rule. Ideally, it would be 23 grams of protein, but I would say this passes the test for a high protein meal. Now let me do an easy example. This is a serving of ice cream with 770 calories. If it was high protein, it would need 77 grams of protein, 10%. There are only 13 grams of protein. This is not a high protein item. This is my white chicken chili meal. Check out the caption below for the recipe. There's 417 calories. The 10% rule would be 40 grams of protein. This is even better. There's over 60 grams of protein in this meal. All right, so let's use these rules to figure out if peanut butter is a good source of protein. A lot of people think it is. All right, so one serving of peanut butter, 2 tablespoons, has 180 calories. If this was a good protein source, it would need 18 grams of protein to match that 10% rule. But guess what? There's only 8 grams of protein, so I would not consider this a good protein source. This is much more of a fat source because there are 15 grams of fat. So remember the 10% rule. Look at the total calories, do the grams of protein, meet that 10% match. If you have 400 calories, it should be 40 grams of protein, 500 calories, 50 grams of protein. You get the idea. Now you can check out the nutrition label and assess, is this a good protein source?